glass. It's the Syrian Rue MAOI. So I have 30 grams of Acacia Fuchsia root bark, and then 10.5 of just over 10 Syrian Rue. All right, so I got about 1,000 milliliters, 4 cups of water. So I'm going to mix this guy, mix it in, and that's pretty much what I'm going to do right now. And what I'm going to do is bring it up to a simmer, and then I'm going to let it cool down. I'm going to put it in the freezer. Normally I have like serene music playing, so you could listen to frequencies like the 528 frequency, just some good music and have some good thoughts, and put good energy into it. And you bless the brew. So, all right, so it's about 9 o'clock. Missed filming that I had this thing simmered up to about this temperature, and I froze it completely solid. As soon as it was frozen, I thawed it out. That's just to break it up. I find I yield more stronger of a brew. You don't have to mix the MAOI in there while you're brewing it, the Syrian Rue. It kind of, it makes it a little more harsh when you're from the steam and everything inside the environment in the room. But it works. You can also do the Syrian Rue separately, and just make sure you drink it about 20-30 minutes before you drink the actual Acacia Fuchsia brew or the Mimosa Hostilis brew. You can press it, but I'll press it on my last pull. It's all going to go to the same place. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to some nice cold water. If I wasn't filming, I'd actually pour it on here. That's what I'm going to do. Just get that sucker in there some more. So I used another 1,000 milliliters, and I'm going to double it up. But I'm just going to use this to freeze. And I'm going to add another one of these, and then brew it for another probably 4 or 5 hours tomorrow. Put it in here, do it again, and then I'm going to probably get this thing down. So, in the freezer. Good morning. Frozen. Frozen, frozen, frozen. Just, yeah, I gotta clean the stove. Clean that stove top today. Oh my God, did you hear that crack? That was violent. Get this party started. Alright, so second pull looks like it's ready. Second pull. This is the first pole, and here's the second pole. Some good stuff here. I'm going to boil this down later after the third pole. The last pole, pole number 3. So I added 8 cups, which is 2,000 milliliters. And I'm going to reduce this down, and this will be the third pole. I know it's ready when I could stir it and start seeing the actual Acacia Confucia. So now this one, I'm going to go one more with a little bit of water. I'm going to add a little bit of Syrian rue, and that's going to be my starter cup. It's going to be less concentrated, but that's okay. I'll utilize whatever's left in here, and then I'll actually squeeze the rest of this. But I'm going to add about 1 gram of Syrian rue. Yeah, maybe I'll add 2. 1.5, 2 grams of Syrian rue. And I'm going to make my own starter bottle, which will be separate from the rest of this. So I'll add it to the rest and simmer it down. So just add a little bit of Syrian rue. Not too much, just a little bit. This will be my starter. Maybe a little. Just a little bit more. Not too much. I'm trying to sound like Bob Ross. Remember when I was in junior high, we would skate after school. When we would take a break, we would watch Bob Ross. Be in our own little world. Alright, so that's going to be the starter. And this is actually like the 4th pole, which I'm just going to simmer it down into a concentrate and keep it separate from the rest of this concentrate, which I'm going to boil down, or not boil down, simmer down. You don't want to burn this stuff. But this has a little more MAOI in it, and this will be a pre-starter to when I do this. I mean, you'll really get it going here, but the thing is actually I've had this because it already has an MOI in it, and I didn't need a pre-starter the last brew I did when I tried it the second time. So I don't really need to do this. As long as I have an MAOI inside the DMT brew, I'll be fine. But I'm going to utilize this while I have it. So cheers. Alright folks, this is pole 1 and 2, and that's pole 3. As you can see, this is a little lighter. It's because it's cooler. It's been in the refrigerator. Pole 3 will turn the same color once it's cooler. But what I'm going to do now is boil it, or not boil it, simmer it. Which I had that burner off. It was a little warm to sterilize the bottom of the pot. So, which the pot's clean. It doesn't look clean here, but I made sure it was really, really clean. And that was 1 and 2, and here's pole 3. Stir it up a little bit. Okay. So now that I got in the pot, I'm going to stir this up And I'm going to concentrate this to probably half. So I'm going to simmer this down till it's about half, and then it'll be a super concentrate. And I can always add water later. So if I wanted to, you know, make it a little less concentrated so I could make more doses. But I'm going to bring this down to a medium, and this is my little extra stuff. This is the 4th pole, which I added a little extra MAOI in there, Syrian rue. So that'll give me a kickstart. And then I'm going to probably microdose this. Or I could go into hyperspace a couple times, but we'll see. The last time I did, it was really, really, really so intense it was almost too much. You know, that's where you really heal, is when you get to that level, but it could get hellish. I mean, there's a lot of things that could happen, so that are just overwhelming. So, but microdosing is also good because it gives you this enlightenment, and it's actually more positive. But you want to go to another dimension in the same spot, same place and time. Definitely need to take a bigger dose. But alright, so that's pretty much how you do it. And then all you do after this is jar it up, and you'll be ready to go. Cheers. The 4th pole with a little MAOI. Finally, the 4th pole with MAOI in it. Well, they all had MAOI in it, Syrian rue, but this one has a little more. And this was the 4th pole, which you do 3 poles, but this one's the bonus pole. And I squeezed most all the Acacia Confucia. Was able to press it through. So now that's it. This is all bonus, and this is going to be my pre-drink, which I'll probably do a shot of this a half hour before I... Okay, folks. This is the final result of the brewing of the Acacia Confucia. Each one of these contains about... I used exactly 30 grams of dried Acacia Confucia, so 15 grams each, and 10 grams of Syrian rue. And then here's a starter, which was the 4th pole, that I used a little extra Syrian rue. I'm going to drink this a little before, about a half hour before I start sipping this. One of these will bring you into hyperspace and beyond, and probably be really intense. But I could probably just drink sips of this and microdose it for quite a while. Have probably 7-8 trips, maybe 10 trips. If I wanted to go to hyperspace twice and break through, one of these will do it. 2, I think 1's too much. So, yeah. Even this starter, which I'm going to just do like a shot of the starter before I drink these. Which before, it's too much information. This already has MAOI mixed in it. But if you get an MAOI, as you heard before, 20-30 minutes before you drink the ayahuasca, it doesn't waste any metabolizing of the DMT. So, but yeah, this is the Acacia Confucia root bark. The same thing goes with the Mimosa hostilis. Brew it just the same. You can do whatever method you want. This is just my method. I could also extract it from this point, but I didn't use an acidic bath with this because I'm using really high-grade Acacia Confucia, and so there's not much extra body load when I just didn't want to do the vinegar taste. So that's about it, folks. And you guys have a great journey in hyperspace. Hope it helps. And yeah, positive vibes. Peace out.